Hey guys, it's finally here. Hindi naman obvious, I'm very excited. By the way, welcome back to the channel where we take awesome out of the box. My name is Leia and this is my unboxing and first impressions of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. But before we get to that, here's a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our videos. So here's the box of the Galaxy Z Flip 3. As you can see, it looks very premium and very slim. So this is gonna be a very quick unboxing. And inside, we immediately see the phone. And syempre, i-unwrap na natin siya so we can appreciate it more. I'm very happy because we got the cream color, which is my personal favorite, but let's set it aside for now. You also get a SIM ejector tool. And inside the cardboard insert, you have the documents and the charging cable. That's it, done in 30 seconds. Now let's talk about the phone. I'll just go out and say it. This is the best flip phone I've ever held. I was able to briefly use last year's model, but I feel that Samsung listened to our feedback and they made all the right changes. Let's start with the cover screen. It's now 1.9 inches, which is 4 times larger than last year's model. It's very practical really to have a larger screen because now you can do more without having to flip the phone open. So aside from just using the cover screen as a clock or to check the time, you can now control the alarm, you have timer, you can control the music, and you can even add more widgets. So if in the past you used it mostly to check the time, now you can customize your experience by adding more widgets. If you like taking selfies, it's also so much easier because, again, of the bigger screen. So you can frame and angle yourself properly because you can see more, and you can even choose camera modes from the cover screen just by swiping. Fun note, you can also take videos. I love how tiny and pocketable and light it is, but when I need to get work done, all I have to do is flip it open. The Z Flip 3 has a 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display, and like I've said time and time again, I just love Samsung's AMOLED screens. And this one goes all the way up to 120 Hz in terms of refresh rate, so scrolling and swiping is buttery smooth. In terms of looks, it's still pretty similar to last year's model, although I do appreciate that while it's not matte, the finish is not matte, it's not so much of a fingerprint magnet. Now here in the Philippines, it comes in 4 colors, black, green, lavender, and the one I have here, and my personal favorite, cream. It's a good looking phone, cute, again, it's very pocketable, and perfect for my petite frame. Now let's talk about the cameras. I know this is very important to smartphone users. You get a 12 megapixel main shooter, a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, and from my understanding, they used Gorilla Glass DX to protect these shooters. And if you want to use what would traditionally be the selfie camera, it's at 10 megapixels. Now, while the hardware is the same as last year's model with the improved SoC and software, then I guess we can expect better photos. Anyway, here are some sample shots. You be the judge. In terms of camera features, there's really nothing new. There's single take, portrait, night mode, the usual, but they all work well. Moving on to the processor, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip runs on a Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 chipset, and our unit comes with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, although you do have the option of getting the 256 gigs one. The battery is the same as last year's, it's at 3,300 mAh. Okay guys, so this isn't a full review, I'm just sharing my initial impressions because we just literally got the device a couple of hours ago, so we haven't been able to test the performance. But given that it's using the best processor at the moment, then it should perform well. Now, while I don't have the heart to do a drop test, to scratch it, or to just jerry-rig this thing, Samsung has made some improvements to help put our minds at ease. It has Gorilla Glass Victus at the front and back, and it's the toughest protection that Corning has to offer. It also has an armor aluminum frame and hinge cover, which is said to be 10 times stronger than before. And I really appreciate that it has an IPX8 rating, the first ever for a foldable. So now you don't have to worry about accidental splashes or the rain. Just don't take it swimming, guys. It's water resistant, not waterproof. Like I said earlier, this is the best foldable that I've ever held. It's so much better than last year's model, and it just checks so many of my requirements on a smartphone. To begin with, it has the best processor, it has a larger and more usable cover screen, and it's more durable than ever. Now, with all the improvements, you'd think that this smartphone would be more expensive than last year's model, which is often the case. But surprisingly, it's not. While last year's Z Flip launched at around 80,000 pesos, the Z Flip 3 is 52,990 for the base model and 56,990 for the one with more storage. So it's still a big investment, yes, but if you thought of getting a Z Flip last year but decided not to, then I think that now's the time to do it. And that's it for my initial impressions of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. We'll go more in depth in our full review, but for now, I'm just too excited. I'll go and enjoy this smartphone first. So bye guys, take care!